Om Jnana-timandasya Jnanangana Salakaya Chaksusu Umiltan Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapita Yena Bhutale Sayarupa Kadamanya Dadati Swapadantikan Vande Ham Si Guru Siyutam Padakamalan Si Guru Vaishnavamscha Si Rupa Sakajata Sahagana Lalita Raghunatha Utan Sajiva Sadita Savajduta Parijana Sata Si Kṛṣṇa Chita Devan Sri Radha Kṛṣṇa Padasagana Lalita Shiv Shakavitamscha He Kṛṣṇa Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kantu Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorange Radha Vrindamaniswari Vishabhanu Sutta Devi Paramātmā Haripriye Panchaka Patrubhyascha Kripasindhive Vacha Patitana Pavanavebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Kṛṣṇa Prema Padayate Kṛṣṇaya Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Namane Guratu Sinema Sri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Siva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Ananda Lila Maya Vigrayo Emavada Vichavi Sundarayo Tasma Maha Premarasa Prarayo Chaitanya Chandrayo Namana Mastute Chaitanya Chandraya Namana Manasute. So I thank everyone for coming this evening for the Bhagavad-Gita class. Now the Hindi part just finished. Now the Angriji part, English part. Angriji, Hindi and then Angriji. So which means the Kṛṣṇa Balaram temple, our temple here is always, there's always ongoing Kṛṣṇa Katha. Actually, our temple is meant for that only. Our temple is meant for education. It's meant for giving spiritual education. Otherwise, it's not that people just come to have the darshan and then they take pictures and then they go away. The temple is not meant for that. The temple is not meant for your photo-taking opportunities. The temple is meant to have a darshan and to hear about the teachings of Lord Kṛṣṇa, to hear Bhagavad-Gita, to hear Bhagavatam, and by such hearing, then your life can be perfect. But somehow, many of us, we are not interested in hearing. We don't want to hear message of Godhead. And the hearing is actually meant for us because by hearing, we can finish up our journey in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. By hearing about Bhagavad-Gita, Bhagavatam from devotees of Kṛṣṇa. Because hearing also must have a qualification. It's not that you just hear for the sake of, you have to hear from the right sources. If you hear from unauthorized sources, then you will have problems. You will not understand anything. So which means hearing must be from the authorized sources to hear, which means qualified person. Just like if you go to university, college, for all your studies, all your particular subject, you hear only from competent person. The person who is teaching you is very competent, is specialized in the field. Because by such listening to the teaching, then you can be, then you can become learned in your particular field, and then you can get your degree, and then you can use that degree to, for your life's, for your life endeavors. So similarly, also the hearing must be from right sources. We have to hear the message of Kṛṣṇa from an authorized representative of Kṛṣṇa, where Krishna's message must be heard directly. Then, if you hear directly, then it's become possible to render service to Kṛṣṇa. Because we are meant to render devotional service to Kṛṣṇa. But how can we render service to Kṛṣṇa if we don't hear properly? So this is what is in the Bhagavad-Gita, especially what Lord Kṛṣṇa is talking about today in today's text. What the Lord is talking about. So let's read today's text, and then I will do some deliberation on that. This is Bhagavad-Gita, chapter 3, text number 32. So Lord Kṛṣṇa is continue his instruction of Arjuna. So let's see. Hold on, what happened? Karma Yoga. Okay. Karma Yoga section. Yetu etad abhyasūyanto nānutiṣṭhanti matam sarva-jñāna-vimūḍhāṁs viddhi naṣṭān acetasaḥ. Yea, those two, however, etad, this, abhyasūyantaḥ, out of envy, now do not, anutiṣṭhanti, regularly perform, me, my, matam, injunction, sarva-jñāna, in all sorts of knowledge, vimūḍhān, perfectly befooled, tan, they are, viddhi, know it well, naṣṭān, all ruined, acetasaḥ, without Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. But those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. Purport. The flaw of not being Kṛṣṇa conscious is clearly stated herein. As there is punishment for disobedience to the order of the Supreme Executive Head, so there is certainly punishment for disobedience to the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A disobedient person, however great he may be, is ignorant of his own self and of the Supreme Brahman, Paramātmā, and the personality of Godhead due to a vacant heart. Therefore, there is no hope of perfection of life for him. Yetu etad abhyasūyanto nānutiṣṭhanti matam sarva-jñāna-vimūḍhāṁs viddhi naṣṭān acetasaḥ. So the Supreme Lord is saying, Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa is instructing his dear devotee Arjuna, but telling him that those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. So the Lord has been giving lots of knowledge, especially in respect to Karma Yoga. Now when we say Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga means niskam karma, which means desireless activities. Desireless activities. That is niskam yoga, niskam karma. Because of course, in this material world, all the activities that we are performing, it's all with fruits, because we want some fruits. So therefore, we are performing activities. No activities in this world is done without expectation of something. Everything is done because of some expectation. But when the word yoga is added to it, it means activity is performed, but it's activities performed for the purpose of pleasing, satisfying the Supreme Lord. Which means all the results of one's activities are given unto him, unto God, unto Kṛṣṇa. Like in the early verses in this chapter, the Lord said, Kamani evadikarastes, mafale sukadachanan. The Lord saying that, He said, Kamani evadi, He said that you have a right to perform your duty. You have to perform your duty, but the fruit of your duty should not be enjoyed by you. Which means do not think yourself to be the enjoyer of the fruit of your activities. I'm Kṛṣṇa, I'm the enjoyer of the activities, not you. This is what Kṛṣṇa is telling Arjuna. He said that I'm the enjoyer, not you. You are performing your activities only. You perform your activities, and such activities will not bind you to this material world. Because everything you are doing binds you to the material world. How's it binding you? Because whatever action you perform, you will get a corresponding reaction. That's the reality. Any action you perform, you will get a corresponding reaction to it. Nothing is, as we said in the earlier class, that nothing in this world is accident. Because everyone is enjoying or suffering the results of their actions, of their previous actions. So it's all there. You have some actions which are already bearing fruit now, and then there are some actions which are there as seed. It's called karma beach, as seed. So all those actions are there, but the acharyas are saying, actually by the engagement in devotional service of Kṛṣṇa, because devotional service of Kṛṣṇa means activities which are done for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. That is devotional service to Kṛṣṇa. It's called bhakti-yoga. The activity is done for the pleasure of Kṛṣṇa, and because one is not trying to enjoy the result of such activities, then one is free from the result of such activities. One is free from results. So here, in this chapter here, Lord Kṛṣṇa, He has been giving this instruction to Arjuna. But there are those persons, entities, who, despite hearing these instructions, still they don't believe in it. They may hear it. They hear these instructions, but to them, it doesn't mean anything to them. It does not mean anything to them, which means they may be sitting down in a Bhagavad-Gita class, but they don't take it serious. They say, what is this? What is this talk? They don't take it serious. So therefore, the Lord says that why they don't take serious the message of the Gita? This is due to envy, because they envy the Lord himself. He says that each dvesh samutena dvada mohena bharata. Each dvesh. Icha means in this material world, there are two. Icha means the desire, and then duality. Dvesh means duality. So that's why we're in the material world. We all overcome by desire and also the duality, dvesh. So desire for what? Desire to be the enjoyer. Desire to enjoy everything. That's why we are in the material world. So icha is there, and then there is a dveshti, which means the duality. Because this is the world of duality. World of duality means everything is good and bad. Everything there's always something, and there's always the opposite of that. So we live in the world of duality. So because everyone is overcome by this duality and also the desire, the each said, And then the Lord says, what is it? What is that? Sarva-bhūtāni. Yeah. Sarva-bhūtāni sammoham. So every living entity is overcome by illusion of these two things. Sarva-bhūtāni sammoham is, So everyone is overcome by this illusion of trying to be the enjoyer, trying to enjoy, and overcome all the dualities in the sense that you see someone as your friend or you see someone as your enemy. That's duality. Some group of people are your friends, and some people group of people are your enemy. The whole material world is like that. That's how everyone live in the material world. Some you see as your enemy, and some you see as your friend. Is it? Whereas a pure devotee of Kṛṣṇa is what? Is sammoham sarva-bhūteshu. A Christian devotee is sammoham sarva-bhūteshu. He sees the equality of all living entity. Someone who has become Christian conscious, he sees the equality of all. Sama. Sama means equal. He does not see anyone as friend or enemy, because he sees the spirituality in everyone. Everyone is connected with God. Everyone is connected with Kṛṣṇa. So therefore, a Christian devotee, a Christian conscious person, does not see duality in this world. He doesn't see someone as favorable or someone as unfavorable. Because he sees Christians everyone. He sees the Lord in everyone. Vidya Vinasampani Brahmani Gavyashtini Sumi Sunichave Sapakicha Panita Samadashina. Samadashi means Samadat Samata, equality. He sees equality. Either an elephant culture, a chandala, a dog eater, brahmana, whatever it is. He sees the equality on everyone because he only sees the soul, the spirit that is there. Because without the presence of the soul, and the soul is an energy of the Supreme Lord. So without the presence of the soul in any matter, then there will be no life. The life is there when the soul is present in the matter. Otherwise, there's no life. A body is there, but the moment the soul leaves the body falls down, dead. We say, oh, this body is dead, this body is dead. And we make arrangement to cremate the body. But we said the body is dead because the soul leaves the body. And that soul we've never seen before. We've never seen the soul. Because we are covered by illusion. But we are thinking, this is my relative, this is my friend. But we never really see the person inside. Because we cannot see the soul. The soul is so fragmental, so tiny, we can't see the soul. So what are we seeing? our sin is nothing but illusion. Because the same body that we have been seeing before, that we are interacting with, we are having dinner with, the same body is lying down on the ground before us, and we are saying, oh, this person has gone, this person has gone. Who has gone? Because the same body is there, that which you've been seeing before, so who has gone? But you say, oh, he's gone, he's gone. Then we start lamenting, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. No. What is gone is the soul, the jiva, that has come to dwell in a particular body. So at a certain time, and when the time comes for that jiva to leave that body to go another destination, when that time comes, then the soul leaves. And of course, the most amazing thing is that the soul has no power over it. You have no power over when you leave your body or when you enter a particular body. You have no power over it, is it? You may have unlimited amount of money. When the times come for you to leave your body, you will leave your body, whether you like it or not. No chance. Now, who have the chance, who have the opportunity to control their destiny? Only the yogis. Because the yogis, they can, through the performance of yoga, through the austerities and all that, they can be able to control the nature. A yogi can control the nature. By performing mystic practices, which takes a very long time. So a person can be in a position to really control their own destiny. There are 8 mystic yoga's results, perfections that one can get. There are 8 misperfections. One can you can be in one place and you can extend your hand to touch somewhere else. Or you can be very big or you can be very small. There's so many things like that. You can enter into another person's mind. Just like here in India, there are many, many yogis who are able to control people's mind. And by them controlling people's mind, people start saying, this person is God, that person must be God. So therefore we have so many, many gods in India. We have so many, many Bhagavans. Because these Bhagavans, they're able to control people's mind. Foolish. People say, oh, it's Bhagavan this, Bhagavan that. So Srila Prabhupada said that in the West, the Western people, they can build so many cars and so many airplanes. But here in India, we can manufacture gods in India. There's a difference. In India makes God, where West, they make cars and all that. But this is just all based on illusion. Because you cannot become God by performing meditation. God is always God. God does not. It's not that Kṛṣṇa became God because it's performing meditation. No, Kṛṣṇa is always God. God is always God. Of course, he comes from time to time to be with his devotees. When his devotees desire to have his presence, so due to devotees' meditation, due to the devotees' intense eagerness to have the presence of the Lord, then the Lord comes. They call out, they pray, they perform so much austerities. Just like Pristini and Sutapa. For many thousands of years, they perform so many austerities because they have a desire to have God as their child. And then the Lord came as their son. The Lord came as Kṛṣṇa. The Lord came. Because that was their desire and because they are very sincere and they have no ulterior motive. Because you cannot perform any activities, let's say spiritual activities, and you have a motive for your own gratification. That also, that's also very bad. If you perform activities and with the intention of enjoying the results, then that is not recommended. For example, devotees are here, they are rendering all kinds of devotional service, devotional activities, especially here in Kṛṣṇa Balaram Temple. So devotees are rendering all kinds of devotional activities, but the purpose of the activities is to give enjoyment to Kṛṣṇa, is to serve the Lord. They are not serving the Lord because they want more money, new house, new car, this, that, this, wife, children, this. No. That is ulterior motive. That's not why one is rendering devotional service. One is rendering devotional service only to please God, to please Kṛṣṇa. That's the whole purpose. Said Aya bila acetasaḥ gyana kamadhyana britam ano kuyena Kṛṣṇa no silana bhakti-yoga, that no other desires, no other endeavor, no other purpose except to give Kṛṣṇa no silanam, what is favorable for Kṛṣṇa. No desire for karma or gain. Aya abhyasūyanto, no other desires except to serve Kṛṣṇa. Mahaprabhu said, Nadana najana nasundarim kavitam vajagadishkamaye mama jamani swari bhavata bhakti-yoga. This is the prayer of devotees. That my dear Lord, I do not want wealth, najana, I do not want followers, I do not want beautiful poetry. What do I want? I simply want to be your servant life after life. Mama jamani swari bhavata bhakti-yoga, life after life after life. I simply want to be your servant, that's all. And the Lord is very, very happy to such a devotee, to such a person. The Lord becomes very, very happy with them. Actually, when the devotees render service to the Lord, they are rendering their service just for the sake of service. Not because they want something. They just perform that service because they want the Lord to enjoy himself. So the Lord himself, he become purchased by his devotees. He become purchased by the love, by the loving service of his devotees. He mentioned that the Ajita Jita, that the Lord's name is called Ajita. Ajita means someone who cannot be conquered, unconquerable person. That is Ajita. The Lord is Ajita. No one can conquer him. Like when Kṛṣṇa was here 5,000 years ago, so many demons came to Vrindavan to try to kill him. Putana, Trinavalta, Sakatasura, Agasura, Kesi, so many demons came to Vrindavan to try to kill God. The demons, they always think that they can kill God. Let's kill him. Even though God is there in their hearts, and without the presence of God in your heart, you cannot even exist. But they see, because of the illusion, they say, oh, let's kill God, let's kill him. Let's kill God. That's the mentality. So many big demons, they were here, tried to kill Kṛṣṇa, try. But they were unable. Even though Kṛṣṇa was just a baby, he was just a child. Still, they were unable to even inflict any pain on Kṛṣṇa. But they were all killed. They were all annihilated. All of them, they were killed. But the same Kṛṣṇa the demons who are so powerful like anything, they were unable to inflict any pain upon him. But his friends, they will challenge him. They will say, oh, Kṛṣṇa, let us do wrestling. And I want to show you how powerful I am. I'm very, very strong. His friends, Subal, Sudama, Madhumanga, so many Krishna's friends. They will say, oh Krishna, let's fight, let's do some wrestling. So Krishna Shaka, so they say, tell Krishna, let's do some wrestling, let's do some fighting. And whoever gets defeated will have to carry the victor on his back. So which means me and you, we have to fight, we have to do some wrestling. And if I defeat you, then you have to carry me on your back. So that was the deal. So Krishna and his friends, they were engage in wrestling when they were in the forest of Vrindavan doing their cow herding. So they will engage in wrestling, and Krishna will get defeated by them. So Krishna will get defeated by the friends, and when Krishna is defeated, and Krishna has to carry them on his back. So sometimes Krishna will carry Subal or Sudama, Sridham. Krishna will sometimes carry them on his back, because that is the wage, that is the deal. But such defeat, such fighting on defeat, what is it? This is something that is done out of love. Out of love of God. And the Lord himself, he become overcome with such love of his devotee. He become overcome with such love. And that's why even though the Supreme Personality, the most powerful person, the supreme opulence, still he become powerless. He become powerless in front of his devotees, with his devotees. He loses all his power. He's no more when he's with his devotees, he's no more the Supreme Lord. He's no more the Supreme Lord when he's with his devotees. Just like, that's why here in Vrindavan, the Christian devotee in Vrindavan, they don't see Krishna as God. They see him just as their most loving relatives. They don't see him God. They don't see him as God. So they see him as their most loving relatives. Just like one time, Nanda Maharaj, he was saying that, oh dear Krishna, before you were born, we were all we Brijabasis, we were always doing Narayana Katha, always praising, singing, praising Lord Narayan. And with such, so we've always been protected by Lord Narayan. No difficulty ever comes to our village. No difficulty ever comes here. However, my dear boy, since you were born, all we'll do is simply talking about you. All our kata, it's everything is all Krishna kata. No more Narayana kata, it's all Krishna kata. And that's why when the time for Indra Puja comes, and the Brijabasi, they were making a arrangement to do Indra Jaga, to worship Indra Dev. Lord Krishna says, don't do it. You do not have to worship Indra, you don't have to do it. Just worship Govardhan, because Govardhan is giving us so much amenity. So because of Krishna's sweet talk and all that, so all the Brijabasi, they trust Krishna. So they say, okay, even though it's our yearly tradition, we're not going to worship Indra because you have said so. So therefore, they worship Govardhan. So Nanda Maharaj is saying that, oh my dear Krishna, since you've been born, all our talk, our prayers, our singing, it's all about you. Krishna this, Krishna that. And that's why now, every time, we're always getting so much difficulties. So many demons are coming to Vrindavan all the time. Putana came, Sakatasura came. So many of them came here to Vrindavan. Agasura came, Kaliya came. So why are we getting protected? Why are we getting protected from all these demons? Why, even though they were coming, they did not inflict any damage upon us? It's because what we have done in the past, because of our own pious activities, He said that because we have worshipped Narayana so much in the past, we are worshiping him so much, we've done so much prayer of him in the past, so therefore, when all these demons are coming to Vrindavan, all these demons are coming, we have been able to be rescued from them. You understand my point? That because we have accumulated a lot of pious activities, because of our worship of Narayana in the past, now we are being saved from so many difficulties. When Putana puts you on a lab, you are rescued. And also when Tinavata took you up into the sky, still you are saved. All this is because of Narayana, who's given us the reward of our activities. So the Brahmins said they are not seeing Kṛṣṇa as the one who is giving them all protection. They don't see they're giving Kṛṣṇa all the protection. They're only saying that, because of what you have done in the past, we are getting all this protection. So that's devotees' view, because devotees, they don't see Kṛṣṇa as God. Of course, Kṛṣṇa is always God. It's not that Kṛṣṇa is not God. Yes, even though we may be situated in the topmost level of bhakti, rag bhakti, still, the Lord is still there. The Lord is always, Kṛṣṇa is always Brahman, Paramātmā, and Bhagavan. All those three things are always there in him. But because of the love that is there between him and his loving devotees, that seems to be covered. So now, how do we relate this to this text that we're in today? When the Lord said, those, yetu etad abhyasūyanto, that those who disregard my teachings, they disregard my teachings, which are there in the Vedic scriptures. This teaching is being followed by all the sages, all the demigods. But I see there are always those certain classes of people who do not believe in the word of God. They don't believe in the scriptures. Why? Because of their envy of the Lord. So the Lord is saying that such persons, they are said to be bereft of all knowledge. They are fools. Fools, number one, just like the Lord said, abhyasūyantaḥ. Abhyasūyantaḥ, the Lord said that those who are fools, they can never understand me. Those who are fools, they can never understand me. So the Lord says that. So this is what the Lord is saying, that those who do not believe in this teaching of mine, So the Lord is saying, this is just another rendition of this particular text. But know that those who are like fault-finding, they want to find fault in the scriptures, fault-finding persons who do not follow these instructions of mine become bereft of discrimination, cheated of all true knowledge, and ruined in all their endeavors for spiritual perfection. So if you don't have faith in the teachings of the Lord gives so many teachings. If you don't have faith in them, then what is your destination? What is your destination? If you don't have faith in what the Lord is saying, what do you hope to achieve? What do you hope to achieve? Ultimately, you cannot achieve anything. You can't achieve anything. Because these teachings of the Lord is what has been there since the beginning of creation. The Lord's teaching it was been there since the beginning of creation. And the demigods started from Lord Brahman. They were able to execute all the activities based on the instructions of the Lord. In the beginning, the Lord gave Lord Brahma teachings by vibrating some mantras. And And ebasan ebagi nanya yasada yat param. The Lord gave some teachings to Brahma. And then based on those teachings, Lord Brahma was able to meditate on them, and then was able to create the material world. He was able to do his creation, the material world. So it's all the demigods, all of them, everyone follows the Lord's teachings. And those who deviate from such teachings, they always run into difficulties. They run into difficulties, all those who deviate from such teachings. So the Lord is telling Arjuna that those who disregard this teaching, they do so strictly because out of envy of me, the Supreme Lord. Out of envy, so they disregard the teachings. They don't follow the teaching. Out of envy of the Lord. So therefore, in all their future endeavors, they will be ruined, which means they'll be frustrated, they'll be destroyed in all their future endeavors. Anyone who thinks that they can attain spiritual realization. Now we are talking of, what's his name? I think it was Hiranyakashipu, who did not believe in God, but he was performing the austerity, big austerity, was performing austerity so that he can become the most powerful person in the universe. So he performed austerity, he became the most powerful person. He got the benediction from Lord Brahma. But ultimately, what happened? He was killed. He was ultimately killed by the power of his own child. Because his child, Prahlad, he was a pure devotee of the Lord. So through the power of Prahlad, the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu. So therefore, it's very, very important to follow the Lord's teaching. The teaching is there in the Bhagavad-Gita, in the Bhagavatam. So we follow it, and then by following such teachings, we can attain spiritual perfection. Without which, no perfection can be attained without that. So I'm going to stop here. If there is any question or comment, you can please go ahead. So we've been hearing the Bhagavad-Gita. I just read the text again. Ye tu etad, abhyasūyanto, nānutiṣṭhanti matam, sarva-jñāna-vimūḍhāṁs viddhi naṣṭān acetasaḥ. But those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. So, thank you very much for listening. Srila Prabhupada ki